I'm 12 years old. I'm sitting with my family in a dinner theater in Durango, Colorado. My Uncle Webb, who's an actor in the play, hands us the menu and says, "Order anything you want. It's on the house." Wow, whatever I want. That's pretty cool. I deliberately choose the most expensive thing on the menu. Prime rib. I've never had it before, but it's got to be good. It's the most expensive thing. My dad, who was quite well off, but he was conservative with his money. Oh no, his son just ordered the most expensive thing on the menu. Bart, no, you don't need that. But my Uncle Webb, he insists, and I got my prime rib. And it was amazing. It was the first time that I was able to order off the left side of the menu. So what does that mean, to order off the left side of the menu? Well, what's on it? On the left side, you have the description. It's what you want. On the right side, you have the price. You've been there, right? You know what you want, but you settle for something cheaper. Ordering off the left side of the menu is a metaphor for the dream. You get what you want. Price is not an issue because you can afford it. What do you want? A new car? Get out of debt? Send your kids to college? Or to literally order off the left side of the menu? What would $600 a month in residual income do for you? What if it was automatically deposited into your bank account on the 15th of every month? What would that do for you, for your family, for those you love? Wake Up Now is about ordering off the left side of the menu because you can. It's not just about money, really. Money isn't our motivation. It's what we can do with money. The power to do good for others, ourselves, our families, our friends, our community. That is why my personal motto is doing good is good business. What if instead of $600 a month, it was $1,200 a month? $2,500 a month? What if it was $15,000 a month? What would you do with it? How would it change your life? How would it make a difference? Wake Up Now gives you residual income that deposits into your bank account on the 15th of every month. Kirby Cochran, the CEO of Wake Up Now. I really like this guy. He didn't come from the multi-level marketing industry. He wanted a system that serves everyone at every level, not just a few at the top of a pyramid. He constantly reminds us this isn't about making a few people rich. It's about making a difference in everyone's life. Kirby Cochran came from the energy industry. He was a CEO of a company called Edgewater, doing over $1 billion a year in revenues for 10 years straight. As he examines the network marketing industry looking in from the outside, he sees two problems, and these problems must be addressed so that everyone who joins our company can be successful. Problem number one, most network marketing companies sell an overpriced product to pay for their commissions. Problem number two, people can't make money fast enough. They get discouraged and leave after only a few months. In fact, the industry average is 82% get discouraged and quit within the first year of their business. These two problems are not complicated issues, but most network marketing companies don't address them. Kirby Cochran does. What is the product? Is it a good deal all by itself? The business plan, how does it work really? And why will it work for you and those you care about? How do we make it simple, easy, and exciting? Let's look at the cash flow quadrant. This comes from Robert Kiyosaki's book, The Cash Flow Quadrant, from his Rich Dad Poor Dad series. In life, there's a free side and a trap side. I'm referring to time freedom and cash freedom. On the trap side of life, you have a job. Even if you get paid well, you're still limited because you're trading time for money. And you're limited in the number of hours you can work. And you're also working on someone else's time, on his schedule. It's the same on the self-employed side. You still have to show up for work to get paid. You may have a little bit more time freedom, but you're still trapped. The free side usually means you're a business owner or an investor. This creates more possibilities for greater income and time freedom. But sadly, only 5% of the population play in this sandbox. But that's where 95% of the money is. The problem is it generally takes a significant money investment to start a business. I once owned a couple of video rental shops. Initial cost, $30,000 investment, and it was about $5,000 a month in overhead after that. Wake Up Now, we have the solution. We have a system, technology, the internet. We're doing it right now. A virtual business. Why does it work? Because people are computer savvy. They carry smartphones and they're internet connected. Look how connected this girl is. Even during her wedding ceremony, she's texting. The video's hilarious. Go look it up if you haven't seen it. I'm sitting in front of my TV. My smartphone's out. iPad, laptop. I'm checking on Facebook, managing my business account, shopping online. What is the internet doing? It's marketing to me. Links, banner ads, pop-ups, drop-downs. If I looked at something on Amazon 3 weeks ago, that product is still being marketed to me. This marketing is personal. I get different ads than you do based on what I looked at. Even if I already bought the dang thing, I still get the ads. It's crazy. But people shop online. 2013, more money was spent on Cyber Monday than on Black Friday. Up until then, Black Friday was the biggest shopping day of the year. Not anymore. Companies that embrace change are the companies that profit. Look here, Blockbuster, gone. Why? Everybody goes to Redbox. Borders Bookstore, gone. Shut down by Amazon. I used Redbox. I liked Redbox, but the trend is streaming online. It's more convenient. That's what saved Netflix. They saw a trend. They not only went with it, but they got ahead of it. Just like Wake Up Now and you. Things change. Businesses that embrace change win. People who embrace the businesses that change also win. And those who stick with it, they start ordering off the left side of the menu. So what change are we talking about? Used to be you'd go into a retail store, you would get what you want, throw it in the cart, pay for it, you're out the door, and you just hope you were getting a good deal, or at least not a bad deal. Now with smartphones, you can check the prices at the touch of a button right there in the store. So what do companies have to do to keep you as a loyal customer besides, I guess, good customer service? They have to manage their prices and give rewards. We have a Tex-Mex restaurant, Cafe Rio. They give you a punch card. Every 10 meals you get a free meal, and they make a huge deal out of it. Everyone, I mean the kitchen staff, everybody is yelling, free meal! It's embarrassing. You want to get your stuff and get out. You just wanted to have some good food. So what does this all have to do with Wake Up Now? Wake Up Now's core service is a membership or a subscription. It operates similar to Costco memberships or satellite subscriptions. Kirby Cochran's formula to make this work for everyone, regardless of the number of people you may recruit, is that you should save at least 3 times the price of your monthly subscription every month. What does Wake Up Now do? We help people manage money, save money, and make money. It's different for everyone. Some things are important for one, others are important for others. What's important to you? For example, managing money. Wake Up Now Finance. The financial gurus like Susie Orman, Dave Ramsey, agree that the biggest part of managing your money is knowing where you spend it. When you know how you're spending your money, you're going to automatically save at least 10% less, or spend 10% less. A friend of ours, Stephanie, she was shocked when she set up the system on her computer and found out they were spending over $1,000 a month on food. And a lot of it was fast food. Wake Up Now Finance helped her to see where she was spending her money, set up a budget, and it warns her when she's close to going over. She began to spend less while making more. TaxBot. I love TaxBot. It's my favorite. I've been in business for myself for forever. I've never had a real job. I keep track of my receipts so that I can get the deductions for my taxes. Did you know that being involved in a legitimate network marketing system like ours not only helps you make money, but it saves you tons on taxes? You are eligible for the same kinds of tax breaks as the big corporation. So how do you feel about network marketing? Second question, how do you feel about paying taxes? If you are a W-2 employee and you don't have a home-based business, you're paying way too much in taxes. Okay, back to receipts. I have bags and bags of receipts from the past 7 years down in my basement. I have receipts from the current year in my truck, on my desk, on my counter, everywhere. My wife always brings them up to me. Can I file this? What do you want me to do with this? Now, I just take a picture of it. I throw it away. It's saved on the cloud. And my wife's happy. I'm happy. And guess what? My accountant's happy because at the end of the year, I just press print and bam, he has his spreadsheet all ready to go. TaxBot is amazing. What about learning a new language? Or maybe you're headed to Paris and you just need to brush up on your French. Here's WUN Speak, 80 languages to learn or improve. I speak 3 languages, Japanese, Spanish, and English. My Spanish is pretty rusty. My English could probably use some help, as you can see. I speak Japanese almost every day, so it's pretty good. I was actually looking into buying Rosetta Stone. It was going to cost me $500 just for Spanish. I wanted to improve it so I could work with my Spanish-speaking clients. Well, now it's part of my Wake Up Now membership. And it helps me with pronunciation, vocabulary, punctuation, everything. It's pretty cool if you want to learn a new language. Discounts on car rentals. You're automatically a member of the Hertz Gold Club, Enterprise National and Rental Club here at Wake Up Now. What does this mean? For the price of a compact car, you can choose whatever you want on the lot. You don't even have to check in. It's already done for you. Bam, 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 you're on your way. A friend of ours out of Idaho, she flew into Chicago. She had reserved a compact car. When she got to Chicago, they told her you can pick anything you want on the lot because of her membership. She drove off in a new silver Mustang convertible. Pretty sweet. How about a vacation? Do you like to travel for business, for vacation? If you could do it better and cheaper, would you? Look here, Pebble Beach, 7 nights, less than $400. Vegas, 7 nights, less than $350. How about a cruise? You ever been on a cruise? We have many different cruises to choose from. Here's just one example. You know, cruises are wonderful. They feed you 24/7. I joke that you walk on as a passenger and they roll you off as cargo. That's pretty funny. At least I think I'm pretty funny. Here we go, an awesome vacation in Cancun. 5 days, 4 nights for up to 4 in Cancun in a 5-star resort, less than $200. Okay, we have the WUN Hub in Dillstream. Now this is where we embrace the trend of shopping online. I believe fortunes will be made here. We're not asking people to switch what they buy. And we're not playing armchair doctor saying we've got the exclusive rights to this rare berry, which only grows under a full moon on the north side of the Himalayas, tended to by Tibetan monks brought in by donkey to brew this special juice that'll make you feel single and see double. We're simply helping you help your friends buy what they were going to buy anyway at a discount, and you get paid. Nothing better than that. And you can share these deals on social media. As the deals go viral, people you don't even know could be buying your stuff and you don't even know them. The more deals we get, the greater the opportunities are for commission, and it just gets better and better. Wake Up Now, we have coupons and free stuff. I've been couponing since I saw the first, uh, what was it, Extreme Couponers on TV. Every time I go to the store, I save 5, 10, maybe $15. I'm not as good as those people on the TV, but it adds up and it's fun. Your monthly subscription also includes the WUN Local app. It's an app for your smartphone. It helps you immediately locate the discounts around you of places to stay, restaurants to eat at, entertainment, auto maintenance. And it doesn't matter if you're downtown shopping or if you're out of town, your WUN Local app locates where you are, tells you what the deals are that are closest to you. You pick the deals you want. It'll even give you directions. It's pretty cool. I defend identity theft protection, computer protection, and the Cyberhood Watch. According to my own research, almost 1 in 10 people will have their identity misused at a cost of roughly $3,500 per instance. That means 9 of you are safe because I already had it happen to me. A bit ago, my wife got to call me an idiot again. Why? Because like you, or like yours, my subscription includes identity theft protection, and I wasn't using it, and I got nailed. One of my debit card accounts got hacked, drained of everything, and the scary thing is that someone called my house asking if this is where I lived. Now I'm protected from identity theft. It's more and more a necessity. It's not just an afterthought like it used to be. Okay, we also get computer protection and tech support. They'll log onto your computer, clean up the problems, and bam, you're on your way. I had a friend of mine just tell me today that someone did that and then we're going to charge him like $99, and they froze up his computer until he paid the $99. It's just crazy. Cyberhood Watch. There's many different scams to look out for. Don't open this email. Don't answer calls from this prefix. Cyberhood Watch warns you of those before they can hit you. If you have cell phone service with AT&T, you get a 22% corporate discount. It's amazing. It's pretty good stuff here at Wake Up Now. Okay, we have energy drinks, coffee, skincare. I really like the Awaken Thunder, the one there in the can. And guess what? It's priced competitively with Red Bull. It wasn't made by those Tibetan monks. Remember Kirby Cochran's first concern? Overpriced goods to pay for the comp plan? We're not overpriced. We have great products, amazing services, and they're competitive with the market price. We're not trying to change what your friends buy. We're just offering them a discount, good deals, and setting them up to have a residual income. Let's talk more about the business plan. Kirby Cochran's second concern. Like I told you earlier, and my video shops and how much it costs to get started. With Wake Up Now, you can qualify for commissions by just purchasing the Platinum subscription, which is $99.95 a month. And that includes all the benefits, advantages, the deals that we have described. So you're probably thinking, and if you're not, you should be thinking, how fast can I make a profit? Well, when you choose to share this, and you create 360 points, that's the equivalent of 3 people on the Platinum subscription, you're now net positive 5 cents. Your monthly membership is now paid for, and you get a nickel back in the mail. Remember the difference between trapped and free? You're now getting free. You grow your team to 12 people, whether I put them there, whether you put them there, or whether someone you bring puts them there. 12 people. Now you receive a residual income of $600 a month. This is what really separates us from other network marketing companies with only 12 people on your team. You can enjoy a residual income of $800 or $600 a month. Think of what that money coming in on the 15th of every month does for you, for your friends. And that's just the start here at Wake Up Now. Here's our formula for financial freedom. Bring 3, help 3 get 3. As we help you repeat this process over and over again, bring 3, help 3 get 3, helping people get what they want, residual income, freedom that they can depend on. Your team grows. And as you advance in rank, your income steadily increases, and so does theirs. Everybody wins. It's true. Doing good is good business. Look there at the F7 rank. 80,000 points. That's less than 900 people on your team, no matter who puts them there. It's roughly 1,500 or 15,000 a month in residual income. That is truly life-changing, right? From trapped to free. And now it's getting fun. Look at the global executive rank. 1 million points, 114,000 a month in residual income. At this point, you don't bother clipping coupons, even if it is fun. You get lifestyle bonuses for a car, or to use for a car, a mortgage, or student loans, or tuition. We also offer vacation dollars to go on a vacation every quarter. Now, you have to understand, earning this kind of residual income requires significant work. But it's not complicated, and it's enjoyable, especially after a few months and you realize the difference you're making in other people's lives. Because doing good is good business. It's about helping 3 people and repeating that process over and over again. It is really that simple. If you are willing to dedicate some time, exercise discipline, and make it work, you can hit that $600 a month mark relatively quickly. I did it in less than 2 weeks, and several people on my team did the same. And it's been there or better ever since. It's really pretty amazing. You get your own website. You get paid on a Wake Up Now debit card, or you can have it directly deposited into your account on the 15th of every month. We are expanding internationally. Here's where we are now. Last year, we grew by 4,000%. We're breaking company records every month. We're one of the fastest growing companies, and we're considered constantly one of the top 5 fastest growing companies every month. It's pretty amazing what we got here. Doing good for others is indeed good business. Are you familiar with the story of Acres of Diamonds? Ali Hafed sold his farm and went in search of diamonds. He died poor and alone in a foreign land, never finding his diamond mine. One day the man that he sold the farm to noticed a rock glimmering in the brook that ran through his farm. It was an uncut diamond of significant value. He sifted through the sand and uncovered many more diamonds. There were literally acres of diamonds in Ali Hafed's own backyard. My family has a similar story. Instead of acres of diamonds, we call it acres of pig poop. I grew up on a pig farm in southern New Mexico. We had about 2,000 sows. We shipped 800 to 1,000 pigs a week. That creates a lot of pig poop. So we had 3 man-made ponds that we would divert the pig poop to each year and switch which one it was going to so they could settle. You know, my dad was a businessman / farmer, enjoyed making money and leaving behind a legacy for his family. Towards the end of his life, he decided it was time to look for his next business deal. So in 1994, we shut down the pig operation, and he did exactly that. What the farmer did in the story of Acres of Diamonds, went and looked for his next good deal. At age 81, he passed away without finding his acres of diamonds. His farm was sold for $235,000, and that was fine. It was a fair price for the property. And a few months later, the new owners began leveling those earthen dikes around the farm. And supposedly they were dry, but as the grader was rolling along there, it sank, broke through the crust, and sank up to its belly in black muck. You know, they were concerned about environmental issues. They called in some experts. They analyzed the muck, and right there on the spot, they offered them $2,000 a ton. That's $1 a pound for old pig poop. And guess what? There was about 450 to 500 tons of this stuff. The farm we sold for $235,000 is suddenly worth over $1 million. Now that's what I call acres of pig poop. So what's in your backyard? We don't have to go to far off lands to find our acres of diamonds. Are you ready to find yours? It's all around you. Remember Tim the Toolman Taylor used to go in his backyard and go up to the fence, talk to his neighbor Wilson Wilson? You have friends. We have neighbors. Right in our own backyard. If we can offer them something good, something that can help, then they are our acres of diamonds and we're theirs. You know, your neighbor may be your friends on Facebook. You may be good at advertising. Just find your acres of diamonds and go for it. We have the perfect business here. We got products and ways of shopping that are right on trend. No one has to change what they buy or pay too much for overpriced stuff to support their upline. And we get paid to share this opportunity or the products. Are you ready to start ordering off the left side of the menu? Get back to the person who sent you here. Get your questions answered. Let's make a difference. Wake up now. Doing good is good business.